This is All You Need to Know About FERPA by me, Stacy Scolton. So what is FERPA? Well, FERPA is the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. It is a federal law that protects the privacy of students and their education. Now, it's your call. I'm going to give you some situations, and you tell me, what would you do? Would you have done the right thing according to FERPA? This is Jenny. Jenny's aunt wants to see her test scores from the FCAT rights. She calls Jenny's teachers to ask for it. What do you think? Should her teacher give Jenny's aunt the information? No! FERPA does not apply to relatives of the student. Though all U.S. schools must obey FERPA, the only people who can obtain the student's records are the parents or legal guardians of the minor student and any eligible students. This is Noelle, Janet, and their friend Joy. When reviewing Noelle's grades, her parents find the data is incorrect. The website shows she got a 48 on her final math test in 3rd grade, but she really got an 84. Concerned, the parents call her teacher. Can the teacher change this information? How about Janet? Her parents didn't like her low test score. They knew she had been under a lot of stress and very sick the day of the test, and she didn't do as well as they knew she could do. Should they change Janet's score? Should the teacher change Janet's score? It's up to you. What do you think? Well, that's a little bit of a trick question. In Noelle's situation, the mistake was probably just a typo, so the school would probably change it. But under FERPA, parents can request information to be changed if they believe it is incorrect or inaccurate, but the school is not required to change it. In Janet's case, maybe the school did not feel they should change it. If the school will not change the information, then the parents have a right to a formal hearing. If the school still will not change it, the student's parents can write a statement explaining their objection, and it can be placed within that student's records. How about this situation? Broward Post calls the school and requests the top students' names and their FCAT scores for an article they are writing. Does the school have the right to give out that information? Or take Curtis and Jessica. They are really close. They really want a sleepover, but Curtis's mom doesn't have Jessica's phone number. Since Curtis doesn't know Jessica's last name, his mother is stunned, so she calls Curtis's teacher. Should the teacher give Curtis's mom Jessica's phone number? No. The school must have written consent from the parents or eligible student to release any personal information from the student. So if that's the case, what about Max? Max is moving. After enrolling at the new school, Max's new teacher calls his former school and asks them to send his records to the new school. Can they do that without Max's parents' permission? Yes, they certainly can. Under FERPA, there are a few places that do not need the parents' permission in order to get information from the school. These are the following cases. If they are a school official with a legitimate educational interest. If it is another school to which the student is transferring. If they are a specified official for audit or evaluation purposes. Or if it is an appropriate party evaluating giving financial aid to a student. If it is an organization conducting certain studies for or on behalf of the school. If they are an accrediting organization. Or in order to comply with a judicial order or lawfully issued subpoena. If it is an appropriate official in cases of health and safety emergencies, and if it is a state or local authority within a juvenile justice system, pursuant to specific state law. Well, now the only question remains is, what information can schools disclose without consent? The information schools can give out without the parent's permission would be the student's name, the student's address, the student's telephone number, student's date and place of birth, any participation in extracurricular activities, the student's weight, height, and membership on athletic teams, the student's date of attendance, and any diplomas or awards that were received. Though that data does not need the parent's permission, parents and eligible students must be notified every year of their rights. What ways, then, can we notify parents? Well, there are several different ways. You could write a newsletter, a PTA bulletin, write it in the student handbook, write a school newspaper article, or just send home a special letter. The information for this presentation were gotten and found on the web at www.ed.gov/policy/gen/guide FPCO FERPA/index.html, or from A Teacher's Pocket Guide to School Law, the second edition by Nathan Essex. It was brought to you by me, Stacy Skolton. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions or when in doubt, it's always best to ask.